This is Above Connecticut, and we're about to hear a story from this undisclosed
man named Brady.
Gentleman.
Brady.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about North Star policies. I'm going to start it out by saying we love the North Star. I love the North Star. Everyone loves the North Star. God damn it, don't ban me. So that might have sounded desperate. This is just, I was told that, first band on at 9:30, and that's all I was told. So I know we were going on third, so I got there, and I found out that in order to load in, you got to get there at 7:30.
This is our policy every night.
As far as I can tell, park wherever you can find parking. They have a parking lot in there, but you might not be able to park in that parking lot.
It used to be just for the band.
So
it's not anymore.
Not parking.
And it's the only parking lot within a 5-mile radius that I can find.
And it's a residential area where everybody's got
Right, it's a residential area. It's all parallel parking. Everywhere you go. Parking and parking. We're really parking. So what you got to do is get there at 7:30, park your car, and bring all of your equipment in so they can load it in from the back before there's anything else on. They load in everything from the back behind a trap door. They have to utilize the trap door. Now you might be thinking what I'm thinking. You might be thinking, okay, say there's like 50 people at the show, 50 people inside a giant North Star bar. Well, I can just walk in through the front door with my amp and my other equipment, and I can just put that on the wall while the bands are playing.
No!
Or before
You can't do that.
or before the bands are playing, I could just leave it on the wall, and then I could just walk over to the stage, holding my amp, and then physically put the amp on top of the stage.
Or behind the stage is actually an entrance that goes right outside.
Right. No, they said they don't do that. The only way to put your amp on the stage is to put it from behind the stage during the load-in times, either while you're loading in or in between bands. So if you miss 7:30 and you walk in there with your amp, they will tell you to put your amp back in your car, and
which is parked like 5 blocks away.
Yeah, which might be parked 5 blocks away, and not to put it back in until the first band finishes playing.
Can you leave it on the sidewalk?
Well, you can leave it on the sidewalk, but it's a sidewalk in a pretty well-populated area in Philadelphia, so it's more a question of would someone else want to take it while it's on there. Now, if you come in with say your guitar or your bass,
Well, maybe they just want to move it out of the way. So
you can move your smaller equipment into the green room downstairs, but you have, if you enter there with your amp, you have to enter the amp through the back in the trap door. You cannot simply walk in through the front door with the amp and put the amp on the stage. Not sure why. I can understand having that protocol.
Is that the only policy they have? So
that's all that I know of, but it's like if there's 200 people.
It's a strict policy.
If there are 200 people playing.
We must learn policy.
If there are 200 people in that venue,
with the North Star,
I can see doing it because then you can't really trust leaning your amp against the wall. But when there's 50 people and when it's constantly within your field of vision,
by 7:30.
I'm not really sure. So you have to get there by 7:30, and then when it's time to load off again, as quick as you can, jump the hell out of that place through the back, run like a madman to wherever you have parked your car, and put your material in there, and not to cite any negative.
Don't forget to take the ticket off your window.
Take the ticket off your window, and also not to cite any bad stereotypes of Philadelphia. But you might be kind of nervous. You don't want to put any of your equipment in a totally visible area in your car because these are these sort of back alleys in Philly, and if all it takes is if one person sees your equipment and wants to take that equipment, guess what? He can.
They might not want to take it, but they might be in need of equipment.
Somebody might need your equipment.
You know, for maybe some kind of habit that they might have, or
right, exactly. If one person in that whole big
there's a lot
area,
of needy people in the world,
and
in Philly.
Yes. And if just one of them wants to take your amplifier from your car, they will. So try, to just keep that in mind. Like sometimes I wonder if that's why bands that play earlier don't stick around later because they want to
So if you're a crackhead, you can go up near 25th and Frankfurt, Poplar.
Poplar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might-
Let's
you might
not
get lucky.
advertise for them. Let's not
No,
advertise.
you're not watching.
They're not watching. They don't have TVs unless they have taken it or needed it. Really bad. I need a TV.
It's like Iggy Pop.
What's that right there?
I got a TV. You got a TV?
Yeah, hold on.
All right, guys. By the way, we are here with the Bug